Yes, sir. And we are back with another podcast. Welcome back to the Foreign.
Hey, what's
Pill
good with y'all
Podcast.
boys and girls,
No
bro?
cap.
Welcome back to another pod, bro.
As you guys see, we got us a special guest. You know what I'm saying? Foreign Powers come with a
Yes.
special guest. You can go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Let him introduce yourself.
Yeah, so name's Velvet. Run a YouTube channel called Velvet Kicks. Nickname's Nye. YouTube channel started about 3 months ago. Just all about men's lifestyle, self-improvement, confidence, becoming the best possible version of yourself, man.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. That's what
Thank you for coming on because we've been trying to get a guest for a minute.
Really?
Bro.
But yeah, I really appreciate it for real.
Yeah, no, man. Anytime, you get a link with other YouTubers out there, just gotta shoot your shot,
Yeah, most definitely. Hey, if you don't mind me asking, where you from?
You mean like ethnicity-wise or where I live right now?
Shit, we can do both.
Yeah, man, I'm half Indian. I'm half Indian and I'm half Bangladeshi. Bangladesh is the country to the right of India.
Okay.
That's my race and ethnicity. And then right now I'm in Washington, D.C. That's where I live right now, currently. What about you guys?
Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
Is it like, I don't know, like when I think of Washington, D.C., I think of like this big, rich city with like the White House just sitting in the middle. Like, I don't know, I just think.
I feel you. It's a very political city, dude. But yeah, there's a lot of like sightseeing, museums, monuments, nation's capital. Are you guys in the U.S. or?
I'm from Canada. He from.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm from Louisiana. So
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Down south.
Gotcha. Is that still Eastern time zone, Louisiana?
Nah. We central.
Okay.
Yeah, we are central.
Oh, that's
yeah.
why
So I'm an hour ahead of y'all, right?
No, you're behind.
Wait.
Yeah, you're an hour behind me, so it's probably 9 p.m. right now. Where you are.
Yeah. Oh, so it's 10 p.m. Okay.
Yeah, it's 10 for us. 10 for us.
Okay. Yeah.
But shit, we can get into the topics, the questions, discussions right away. Let me just
start it off. Do you
want me to start it off? All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna just have to keep muting and unmuting.
So first off, we can start off like, how did you get into this space of content? Like, what made you want to start doing it and all stuff like that? Like,
yeah, man, it's interesting you say that. So I've watched YouTube videos for a long time, man, ever since I was like 22, 23 years old. And personally for me, I struggled when I was younger. I struggled with confidence. I struggled with girls. I struggled with fashion. I struggled with dating. Couldn't get a girlfriend for the life of me. And, high school, college, I was a very socially awkward kid growing up. And, it really hit me around, it really started to hit me around like high school, I think, when, I was that guy who'd just get rejected constantly. And I used to think like, what am I doing wrong? Like, why don't girls like me? And then it went on to college where I got a little bit better. I started hitting the gym, working on my looks maxing, really just like seeing, trying to become that best possible version of myself. And it was really in college when I stumbled upon like the manosphere content on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like the classic guys like Alpha M, Teachings Men Fashion, like those type of guys. I started really watching their videos and, they really, I know this sounds cliche and everyone says this, but like their videos, man, they really like started to resonate with me a lot. And I started actually following the advice they gave. Really just leveling up like financially, working on confidence, putting myself out there, shooting my shot with girls. And then really through time, as I got better, I looks maxed and really worked on my confidence. I started seeing the results. And then really, I struggled also like financially with things a lot after I graduated college. I went through a lot of jobs and was really kind of lost for a bit. But, I just hung in there, man, stayed persistent. I was living at my parents' place at the time and, I was able to stock up a lot of bread. And after, a couple of years of just trying, I finally found, my stable job. It was a 9-to-5, but, I didn't really like it. So then I was switching around different 9-to-5 jobs all the time. But then, I found my stable kind of career that I'm in right now. And, throughout life, man, just been through a lot of shit throughout my 20s. But it wasn't really until I was like 25, 26, 27 where, I've really started to see like the stuff in terms of my self-improvement. It really started to reflect, man. Just hitting the gym, saving up on bread, finally becoming more confident through just years and years, man. I just got to a really good place around age 27, 28. I'm 29 right now, man, and probably feeling the best I've ever felt in my life. And it kind of hit me right now, man. I'm just like, like I went through a lot of shit in high school in my 20s, and I just want to share the knowledge that I learned with other people. I was actually thinking about doing my YouTube journey a lot earlier, but back then, I was like, well, I'm still like pretty young. I don't know if I have a lot of knowledge to give at that point. I wasn't at a really good place, but a couple months ago, I was like, you know what, now or never, might as well share my advice to lots of other young men out there who might be struggling or might need some advice, man. So
that's
That's good. That's good. So so would you say that you sacrificed your 20s? So now from now on, your life is just better? Because you said that like it's now it all came together now, right? So
I'm not. My life's not perfect by any means. No one's life is perfect, but it's definitely a lot, like 2-3 times, like 3-4 times better than it was like in high school and early 20s for sure. And I think we're living like, and it's not just men, women too, but we always want kind of like just this instant gratification of like thinking that we just want the results a lot quicker, and sometimes we tend to give up, but. And I was one of those guys, right? I was one of those guys that just, I was grinding in my like early 20s. I was like, why am I not there yet? Like, what is going on? What am I going to do? I just felt lost, but, I just kind of hung in there. And around, 25, 26, it finally, the grind that I put in just started to show, not even just looks wise, but just like, career financially, it's tough, but, you just got to hang in there. So, yeah, to answer your question, I definitely, in my early 20s.
Oh yeah, what I wanted to ask you was like, would you say that the journey started from like working out? Because for me, like it's like forming this mindset all started from me starting to lose weight, because at first eating zebra cakes during COVID, sitting down playing the game, becoming just becoming a fat kid and stuff like that. So would you say the journey started from like working out and everything else?
Dude, it's definitely like that was one of the starting points, man. I didn't work out like at all in high school, man. I was just a really, really scrawny kid. It wasn't really until like middle of the college I started taking like fitness a lot seriously, and I just saw firsthand just people they treat you different. You know what I mean? If you're like a more like in shape dude, like they start to respect you more. Like they see like you're a dude who's always grinding hard at the gym. Like they're not gonna fuck with you anymore.
Yeah,
so definitely sense. Working out, fitness. It's just been a huge passion of mine ever since, man. And I definitely working out's gotten me really, really far. Not saying I'm like a super fit like athletic dude, but like I'm definitely getting there, and fitness has been a huge part of my journey for leveling up for sure.
Shit, okay. Shit, that makes sense, because that's what everybody says. Like all these people that like we look up to, like Jay Wilder, Andrew Tate, Fresh and Fit, they all say that it starts out with working out. And
they spit a lot of good content, man. It sucks like in today's society people look down, but if they really listen to like some of the messages these guys are saying, they're just trying to help other men out there. I don't know why they get a lot of hate, but
they helped us out a lot. I ain't gonna lie, like a bunch. I feel like the reason why we really started the podcast is because all the information we was getting from them and we was applying it. Now, obviously, everything didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't a hit yet and it hasn't worked yet. But, like, we're going on the journey. So I think, like, that's why I think our podcast is so special, because we're young and we're going on the journey with the other young men that could be watching us and stuff. So, like, it's like...
How old are you guys, if you don't mind me asking?
Shit, I'm 19.
I'm 18.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm 18.
You guys are in a really, really good stage because you're like really young and you're starting your entrepreneurship careers like really early. I guarantee you, man, just keep grinding for another 5-6 years. You guys are gonna go pretty far. You're like super young, man.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
I see where you guys go.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right. So would you say that? I don't know if you got the same advice that my mom gave and my friend's mama gave, like be the nice guy, like be the simp, basically, like the dude that give the girl the world. The girl's not gonna never cheat on you. They're not gonna never do you wrong. A girl,
dude, that was my mentality, like from high school to like half of college. And if I could go back, that was one of the things that I would just slap myself for, man. It's so stupid, and it's like it sucks because no one is there to teach us these things.
Facts.
We watch like movies, we see like other people what they do, and we think you have to be like this super nice guy giving women constant validation. You know what I mean? It's like, but no, it's like it's the exact opposite, and they think you're being rude. Like when you're younger, you think you're being rude if you're like work on yourself, ignore other people. Don't put women on a pedestal. I'm not saying treat them like shit, but just don't like put them on a pedestal. It's like. no one really teaches us this. Even freaking Disney movies when you're younger, it's like, oh, the nice guy gets like the good pretty girl. Like that's not always the case in real life. You know what I mean? No one really teaches us that, and it's tough, but it's a harsh reality sometimes.
I feel like from my experience, the nice guy, he gets the pretty girl, but he can't keep the pretty girl because the pretty girl she doesn't want to be with the guy that's sitting there.
It's like so predictable. It's just a predictable dude always texting her, like always giving her stuff. At times, even the girl gets sick of it. She's like, it's like, all right, man, like, come on. And if she doesn't get sick of it, she's just going to use you as like, that friend on the side. Like she needs validation. She'll call you up like, hey, like this happened to me. And then you're the nice guy. You start like sucking up, thinking you're getting closer to dating her, but you're not.
Yeah. So how do you feel about having female friends as a man? Do you think female friends bring?
You know what you got
hopping into that?
Yeah,
I made that mistake. Everyone makes that mistake though, because it's like cute girls, hot girls. Oh fuck yeah, I want them around. But really, like, if you're at all, I'll say this: if you're at all attracted to them, it's just not going to work out. It's just how males are genetically programmed, biologically programmed. Like we're cavemen, right? Like if you're attracted to the girl, it's like, damn, like why is that not my girl? Like what am I doing being your friend? Like, yeah, maybe they're like rare instances, but it's tough, man. Like I would not recommend it.
Yeah, 100%. Like there's always, you know what I'm saying, the 1% time that it would work out, but in average, it doesn't work. And when we say that, the
like
girls get mad at us.
90% of guys, it just doesn't work out. I'd stay away from it. I would.
I mean,
hurt yourself in the long run.
Of course, the girls gonna get mad because they the ones that's benefiting from the friendship. The dude over there just sitting there, the dude over there just sitting there catching blue balls every night, procrastinating, thinking that he about to get the girl, and this is all just cap.
But as a man, you have to be selfish sometimes. You have to stand up for yourself. It's funny, man, because we don't know these things when we're younger, but when you start being a little bit selfish and you start having backbone and saying like being direct, like why you're not giving them attention. A lot of girls get mad, but sometimes it's just the way it is. You have to do what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's better to be upfront with it, because then if you lose the girl, clearly it wasn't the girl for you in the first place. So it's like you're gonna, with you being direct and upfront, you're gonna get the girl that you want, that's gonna accept you for your standards, your preferences, all this stuff. If you just keep, hiding and stuff, you're never gonna find the girl that is meant for you at the end of the day. It doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't. I mean, if she really, I'll put it this way: if she really fucks with you, right? Like, come on, if you're playing it right, and she's not gonna fuck with you, like she's gonna fuck with you, but she's not gonna put you in the friend zone, if that makes sense. Like if she really fucks with you, like that's just not gonna happen to you unless you go like full like simp mode and just.
I noticed that recently. I'm not gonna lie.
And then that's very similar to the nice guy simp activity that we were just talking about too, with the friends and stuff like that, bro. Those dudes always finish last, and I learned my lesson with that too. Got cheated on about 2-3 times back to back. I'm spending my money on girls at the movies. I'm telling you, bro, nice guys finish last every single time. I agree with that 100%. All right, but how would you say dating is for you in this day and age? Because now, I mean, pretty much I'm seeing girls dating dudes based off of income. He got to be a 6-figure dude, got to have a 6-pack, all this extra stuff, instead of actually looking at other attributes. How would you say the dating market is for you?
I'll tell you this, man. The dating market as a man is so much better when you're older and high value compared to when you're younger. Women, like they respect. Think about it this way, right? Would a girl fuck with a guy who's 22, 23 years old and doesn't have a lot of money, living at his mom's house? Or would she fuck with a guy who's like in his early 30s or late 20s, has this nice car, has his own place, financially stable, can show the girl a good time, can take the girl out on trips, a much stronger guy in his peak athletic form, just like more mature, knows what he wants in life? Like, which of the two do you think a girl would really fuck with? Men, we don't really reach our prime till like early 30s. That's why we're low-key kind of blessed, The 20s are really where you guys grind. The teens where you guys grind. It's really until you hit like, your early 30s. That's when a man hits his real like prime. And then our peaks is until like our late 30s, So we are, as men, we are blessed in that way. But not to get too off topic, but the dating scene has gotten a lot better, as I've gotten a lot older, for sure. Because women just respect me more because I have a lot more. I don't want to say a lot more assets, even though I do, compared to when I was like younger. But I'm just more confident, better financially, can actually show girls a better time than give them your classic coffee
Yeah.
when you're like a younger kid. So it's
Yeah,
gotten a lot
facts.
better as you get older, man. A lot better. And it's funny because women, like they're biologically, like I said, their clocks are different. They have a fertility cycle. It's like when they hit 30, it's like they start thinking about how they might not be able to have kids. Whereas,
Yeah,
men, we don't really have to worry about that. So in a way, yeah, that we are blessed with, being men. For
definitely.
sure.
Definitely. I feel like it's definitely like it's useless to try and be in a relationship at a young age, like 19, 18,
Yes.
20. Like it's pretty useless because like imagine the girl I can
You
get
don't
now.
know
I can
shit yet, as a guy.
exactly like I
Yeah.
can't like I can get a basic girl right now. But like, is it the
Right.
girl that I want? Is it the I'm saying the girl of my
That's not going to
dreams?
be your
Like,
wife. This is going to be casually dating.
exactly.
I wouldn't recommend until you're at least 25,
Yeah, that's what
I
I
mean,
be
heck,
thinking.
even push it to 30 if you still have stuff to work on, right? So
Yeah, facts. Hey, we got some chats we can get into real quick.
Alright.
Yeah, W-A-W.
Put the snacks down late at night.
Henny. Wait, do that say Henny or do that say?
I
think I say Henny.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh damn! I was on the private chat. I didn't realize people were talking into this.
Yeah, you got to go to comments.
Yeah,
and
got you, man.
But we got Victor. Female friends are cool for advice. Keep them around. I always use the example of having different plates to eat. Don't wife them.
I disagree with that.
I feel like females give the worst advice when it comes to like relationship stuff. That's me, but
From my experience,
don't go to female for advice. You don't ask a. You ask a. What's it called? What's the saying with the fish and the fisherman? It's like don't ask fish.
Oh yeah. You don't ask a fish how to fish. Ask the fish.
Yeah, the fisherman. Yeah,
ask the fisherman. Something like that.
Yeah. Girls give terrible advice to dudes, and that's bro.
And women.
Yeah,
too.
having a female friend is pointless, bro.
Yeah, bro. They tell you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. Other than if I go to your male friend, he's gonna tell you what you need to hear, and if he doesn't, you should cut him off.
Yeah.
We got your wife is gonna find you. Don't look for women. Mature up. Put your head down in a book. Learn a trade. Learn a skill. Make your money to build your future.
I like half agree with this.
Yeah.
I don't agree the wife is gonna find you part. That's like you guys familiar with like blue pill and like stuff that. That's kind of a blue pill mentality. No, this isn't a Disney movie where your wife is gonna find you. I say, you shouldn't be invested. You shouldn't be always chasing, but at the same time, you have to put in a little effort in your dating life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
At the same time, like it's not a blue pill world where it's like a Disney movie. You're gonna get the girl. That's not guaranteed. I feel definitely the second part of that, like learning skills, make money to build your future.
I agree with that. The first part, I feel like I think that's a female way to think, bro. Thinking that someone's just gonna appear, you're gonna manifest a girl, your dreams.
That's not how it works.
Like, you gotta put in the work and stuff. Like you doing all
work,
the second part that you said, doing all that stuff is gonna attract the better wife, but you still gotta put in the work. You know what I'm saying? She's not just gonna pop up out of nowhere. But
and then let's be honest, that's kind of a delusional mindset because women don't typically approach. It's basically your job to approach. So you'll probably pass up your wife, your dream girl, probably because you're just too scared to approach and stuff like that. That's why it's also important to get good with women as well.
It is.
Yeah,
I just think it can be like the forefront at the younger age, but I'm not saying you can't date. You know what I mean? Just don't put it as like your priority at like the younger age.
I definitely agree with the part of increase your value first, but I ain't gonna cap. The thought of just that a woman just gonna drop in front of your face, that's your wife and dream girl, that's kind of
that's not reality. But it's not.
Yeah, we got you could be young and high value, keep your head in these books and study up the skills. You can, but like how many high value men are young men? You know what I'm saying? It takes like life experience, I feel like too.
Like start a business, and maybe you guys will get there because you started YouTube at a very young age, but unless you're, an entrepreneur from like 17, 18, 19, and you figure it out by like 23, 24, that's such a small like percentage of men, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think like
it's possible. It's not very common.
I also think right now, high value man has to do with your life experience too. So like 23, 24, you don't have as much life experience as somebody 30, 35 and stuff. So I feel like that goes into it too. You know what I'm saying? That goes into it. You were saying what's Lil Snaggg?
Oh, I was saying I'm not a book type of guy. I don't really like read. So right now I'm learning about sales. So I just had my first sales call today. So it's like I'm just more in the field with. I'm not the type of person to read a book. All right, sales. All right, so reading this book gonna teach me how to sell, blah blah. I'm not the type of that person because for one, all in my head I'm gonna just be procrastinating, and it's not actually taking a step forward for me. But if y'all like to read books and stuff, do y'all thing, bro. But I definitely agree with the study skill too, to perfect your skills.
That is facts. Our prime is 30s.
Hey, I didn't know that. I thought our prime was 20s. I ain't gonna care. I did not know that at first.
Yeah, when I was younger and stuff, before I started like really learning.
You guys are young, it's
stuff,
okay.
Yeah,
you'll see.
Yeah, now I realize like I'm not nothing right now. You know what I'm saying? In the future,
yeah,
all the time in the world to get there though.
I thought 30 was old.
Doing what you're doing, man, you'll kill it.
Yeah,
I thought 30 was like old, bro. Like super old. My dad turned 30. I thought he was old.
Yeah, that's what I used to be doing, bro.
That's old, bro. I was like, wait, that's how prom. And then I started to see that women like the dudes that's mature.
Yeah.
You also have to think your dad was from like a different generation, right? Like things were really different back then. Guys were getting married super earlier. Females were getting married 17, 16 years old. Like it was a whole nother ball game nowadays, man.
Yeah, that is facts.
Yep.
We peak because we finally learned to stop chasing women. I mean, shit, I guess I peaked then because I ain't chase a bitch in a minute. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like there's way more to it than that, but I think I get what he's kind of saying.
Yeah,
like,
that's a part of it. You know what I'm saying? But
I think he's saying not to waste your time chasing girls. I think that's what he's trying to say. I don't know.
Yeah.
We got it's not if you find the right one who supports you and has her head straight. Wait, huh?
Wait, I think he replying off some like 5 comments ago. I don't remember exactly what's going. We can
I think he just has a bunch of like spam. I don't know, man. There's a lot of comments.
Hit the clubs for these girls, then you right.
I think while we were talking, he was just entering these in or something.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. I don't suggest going to the club to find a wife.
No,
you guys suggest that like
one night stand hookup, all you, but like not a legit like. I mean, if you want, maybe an Instagram girl, but I mean,
the clubs, I don't know, bro.
Going to the club to find your girl is crazy.
Y'all sound like kids.
I mean, I'm like 30 years old, so I don't know about that, but
yeah, bro. I mean,
a lot of people say this about our clips 24/7. We sound like kids, blah 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 blah, bro. They say it's 24/7.
But then they're just mad that you guys are being productive instead of playing video games, you know?
Exactly. Us smoking weed and wasting our time.
It's like you guys are YouTubers. Like everyone has an opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the thing is, they say we sound like kids, and we kind of are still kids, but grown men.
You guys aren't kids, like 19, you know?
Yeah, grown men agree with what we say. So I guess it's normally the people
guys are
that
at a really good age to like, you know, learn and mature, and you guys seem like you know a lot of good stuff already. So on the right track,
yeah, appreciate that. That's what we trying to do.
And Victor, I don't think kids stay with their parents, by the way, either. So.
There's a lot of comments. Yeah, there are a lot of comments. You're not wrong. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying to get to all of them, but like, you know what I'm saying, when we're in the discussion, we're not, you know what I'm saying, we're not gonna. Yeah, you lagging, by the way. I ain't gonna lie.
I know. I could tell, bro. They got it. It's good now.
Yeah, you good now. You good now. But shit, we can get back.
Hey, Victor, appreciate the comments though.
Facts. Hey, if you disagree with us, you disagree with us. We're not here to change your guys' mind. We're just here to say our opinion, and you guys can say your opinion too. You know what I'm saying? All opinions are valued. You know what I'm saying? They are valued and stuff. But shit.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Thank you for your comments, bro. We really appreciate it for real.
For real, bro. No cap, bro. But shit. Y'all sound what the fuck? I think.
I mean, ironically,
you can read. I don't know. I was trying to skip it. I was reading. That's
that caught me off guard.
Should we skip it? Like, should we just?
Yeah, I mean, fuck.
I'm like, does this guy fuck with us or does he not?
I mean, it's cool if he does.
I mean, it's cool.
That's why I got kind of quiet because I'm reading. I'm like, wait, so should I read this or should I just let it slide?
It is what it is. But shit, we can get back on task.
Track.
So yeah, another question could be. What would you say that the 5 most important things are in attracting a woman in this day and age?
In this day and age, so I think career and finances are always important, right? Women want a man who can ultimately support them, right?
Yeah,
definitely career, finances. Can't in terms of physical attraction. Obviously, you know, work on yourself, work on your body. You got to be in shape, right? You can't be. I mean, I'll say it. You can't be obese to make it like a healthy sounding term. I mean, heck, yeah, you can't be obese. You can't be looking sloppy all the time. You can't be walking around like you're dressed in like oversized clothes. You got to be confident. Definitely know how to carry on a conversation. I really think it's just a combination, man, of just being able to provide for a woman, being able to just show them just, you know, a good time, that you have your life together. You're not a slob. Ultimately, they want to know, right, that you're a guy who can take care of themselves, a guy who's confident, a guy who's stable financially. And you couple those things, man, with like looks maxing and then just hitting the gym and just being an overall all-around dude, you're gonna crush it with women, man.
Shit. Hey, that makes sense. That makes sense. Do you agree with going 50-50 with your woman?
What do you mean?
Like in terms of like bills, you know what I'm saying? If you go out to dinner, are you gonna go 50-50 with a
Is a relationship 50-50 in general? Like,
you know, this is what I think, right? So do you mean like in a long-term like relationship, or do you mean like when you're first dating someone?
Long-term
Relationship. Look, if the girl doesn't have, you know, a job like financially, but she's playing like the role of like a wife in terms of, you know, you're going to work, you're providing the bills, right? You're paying for most of the finances, and she's, you know, doing all the housework, helping you take care of the kids. Then yeah, obviously, you know, you're going to be the one that utilizes. The family runs through your income, right?
Yeah.
And I really do think, you know, a lot of people might not agree, but I do think a real big sign of like masculinity is having like that money, showing them that, you know, you can take care of them, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, like I'm not the type of person that, you know, if a girl like wants to go, you know, work and help me, like, you know, bring another income, like why the hell not? You know, I'm not going to complain.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, that's why I've always been, you know, I've never really had an issue with, you know, it, but I think in terms of just raw dating, in terms of like when you guys are younger and like in the younger dating stages, I think the very first date, as a man, like you should pay for it. But after that, if she expects you to kind of just keep paying, then it's like you're going down the wrong hole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're just giving her free meals.
Both ways.
That's giving her free meals. Hey, but I didn't understand that at first, like why money was such a big importance inside a woman's standard. But I understand now that it's everything that comes like behind the money, like making the money, the ambitions, the drive.
They really, really respect that, you know, because they know a guy who has like money is gonna be somebody who works really hard. You know, they don't just sit around all day playing video games.
Yeah, it's just crazy because like a few months ago in September when we started this podcast, I was the type of guy that was like, bro, I'm not paying for no girl's dinner. I'm not doing none of that stuff. We're going 50-50 regardless, bro. And along the way, this journey, I've learned that like, bro, that's not how it works. No girl's gonna respect me if the bill comes. I'm like, so you paying for your half? Like that's just, it just looks childish. It looks lame. It doesn't make me look like the man I want to be viewed as to the women. Right. So yeah, it's definitely like, I agree. You first date, especially, you got to pay.
Yeah.
You got to.
So would you say that feminism is more hurting women than making them happy long term?
You know, man, it's tough because it's really controversial, right? But I think there's like a degree of like healthy feminism, but I think at this day and age, with how far social media has taken it, a lot of it has become very toxic, you know? So I think ultimately, you know, how strict they are into their feminism values, it could ultimately definitely end up hurting them. You know, it's crazy to me, man. There's going to be women these days that are literally going to walk around and be like, oh, you know, we don't need men in their life. Like we can live on our own. But like biologically and naturally, yeah, maybe there's some women that can, but majority of women, you know, they do need a man to like help them, you know, compensate, help them take care of their kids. Like there's a reason we were biologically designed different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So ultimately, I do think that, you know, feminism these days, the way social media has taken it, and just like, it's gotten pretty crazy to the point where if we even talk about like male self-improvement to any degree, like God forbid, you know, like they have like, you know, an International Women's Day, right? But it's like, and no problem with that. But if like, you know, they have an International Men's Day, it's like, God forbid, you know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, like men are toxic. And it's like a lot of women think men are like misogynistic for some reason, just because we talk about helping each other out, building up. So, you know, I feel like the best advice I can give, man, is, you know, support your homies, support your bros, support other men, you know, help each other out. Absolutely. You know, it's tough out there these days. And it's sad to say, but yeah, to like feminism these days, like sometimes, you know, they do definitely take it really far.
Yeah, bro.
I'll agree with the feminism that's of equal of human rights, like the jobs, like you know, the freedom. I agree with
that's normal, like society. You know, like,
I agree with
we're all born equal.
Yeah, but the feminism now is I don't need a nigga for shit. Nigga can't do this. Blah blah blah. All men are trash. Blah blah blah. But it's cool for women to say men are trash and all this. But the moment that we say anything about a woman, or hell break loose, or misogynistic, cancel them. Blah blah blah. That's happening with Andrew Tate right now, and then that's pretty much happening. But feminism
it's
is
wild, man. It's wild.
Yeah, feminism is leaving these women like they hitting the wall harder than ever. Like you see it on TikTok, they got these 30-year-old women crying and stuff like that because it lied to them. It basically made them think that having a career and getting a bag was gonna make them happy over having a husband and kids and seeing their son at their first football game and the daughter at the first recital more than getting a bag. Get a bag, queen, blah blah blah. All this.
And then later on in life, they realize like how lonely they are. Or a lot of girls realize how lonely they are, and then they start thinking they're like, well, shit, like all the good dudes are with like the younger woman. It's like, I wonder why,
Yeah, it's like they wish they could go back, but it gets to a point you can't go back. You did what you did in the past. You're old now. We don't want you anymore. So like, like that's why we need to teach women when they're younger what men want, because women aren't taught what men want, and most of them don't seem like they really care what men want. But I think that if we start teaching women what men want and how to attract the man that they want, their life's going to be a lot much happier when they're 30, 40, 50. They're not going to be lonely with cats and dogs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have a man that they want, and it's just going to be.
I don't think that started happening until I'll say about 10 plus years by now, because it started basically. I would say it started with like my mama generation, because my grandma basically told my mama to focus on herself, get a career, get a bag, provide for yourself. You don't need no man, don't worry about him. Talking about my dad, you don't need him, all this extra stuff. And then it got these women passing down to their daughters, and now their daughters thinking, oh well, so what I need a man for? I got my own bag, blah blah blah.
And then
boom, like you said, and then they're lonely.
Yeah,
like you said, they hit 30 or 35, boom, 90% of their eggs are gone, boom, can't have kids no more, no family, no happiness, and it's just leaving them to shit. So I just feel like feminism is a fat lie, in my opinion.
It's just trapping them for the future. Like, they're gonna have fun now. Yeah, you're gonna have fun getting flown up to Dubai by millionaires and stuff, being a hoe, getting fucked by all these guys. But once, like, that's short-term happiness.
It's pretty sad to see.
Yeah, bro. It's short-term happiness.
They learn, man. When they get older, they learn.
And by the time they learn, they can't go back, bro. They can't go back. So
it's a little too late.
It's a little too late, bro. Shit,
since we're on these type of top, you want to be a chest first?
I mean,
you get the chest out the way.
Yeah, so we can get them out the way real quick. So
he ain't done up and talking shit like that. But we can still be.
Y'all confident? I'm confident.
Shit, I'm confident.
You got some haters on this chat.
We ain't got no chest but to be confident.
See, you should see our YouTube short comments.
Yeah, you think that's bad, bro? They call this man Lil, man. They talk about my fan. The comments, bro.
But they call you 12, bro. I don't want to hear nothing. They call you
y'all are kids. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Blah blah blah.
I think there ain't no top dog, bro. That's what you guys understand.
There's
no top dog, bro. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, is their own top dog. What the fuck?
So he one of them. So
they just said top dog. Good question. 50-50 is scraps.
Agree.
Velvet, is unspoken riz a real thing?
Oh, there you go with that Twitch talk.
Riz. I'm old, man. I don't know these like terms.
Unspoken riz is kind of like
just talking to a girl, like, have a game. That's game.
Without Riz is game.
That's
Riz
unspoken.
Game, but unspoken is unspoken. So do you think?
I mean, to a certain extent, I think if you like don't have any game, like the girl's gonna think you're weird as shit. If you can't have a conversation with them, it's like, what the hell is just looks gonna do? I mean, yeah, maybe it'll lead you to a one night stand, but if you want like an actual relationship, like the girl's gonna find you boring if you don't have any like social prowess, being able to carry a conversation.
That's true. That is true. That does make sense. Yeah. I think unspoken riz is just, I mean, it's something that two YouTubers they made up, and it's just like, I don't know.
Basically they just got on like, they just being them with the grills, the outfit on, and they just tell a girl,
I'm not gonna lie, it could definitely, a girl could have an opinion, like, and this has happened to me before, right? I was in Austin, Texas, a couple of months ago. Yeah. I was decked out. I was wearing some like Balenciaga sunglasses. I was wearing a Rolex. We were in the nightclub, expensive, VIP lounge, got the table, and definitely attracting like tons of females. I'm not gonna lie. So I guess if that's what they mean by unspoken riz, yeah, of course. But is that am I gonna get it into like a long-term relationship with those girls? No. Do they care to get into a long-term relationship with me? Probably not. Who knows? But I mean, in terms of just like one night stands and then them just like finding me attractive just off superficial things, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
the type of girls I want to get into a long-term relationship with. Heck no.
facts. I think a main reason why people think that those YouTubers have unspoken race is because, bro, they're known. Like girls look at them and they know who they are. So it's like I don't think it's really unspoken race. I think it's just, status. That's what it is. They have status. So I think
Having status definitely help.
Yeah. I think that's definitely like why it is. But hey.
But you can't always compare yourself to like the top of the top, you know.
Yeah.
Comparing yourself to like Justin Bieber, Zac Efron, or like a YouTuber with a billions of like followers, it's like it's unrealistic.
Yeah.
Obviously, for them, it's kind of a whole different layer. You know, they're like actual celebrities. Like, of course, these rules apply to the average man, apply to most men. Not going to apply always to like the top of the top celebrities.
Yeah, facts.
And nobody but Victor, he just talked this shit. Y'all look, what that stand for? Awkward?
Yeah, I think you see we look awkward as fuck.
You say y'all look awkward as fuck, bro. I can't lie.
Though, bro.
Are you a female? Like, why you care about how we look? Are you a female, bro?
Hey, bro.
Well, the guy's name is Victor. I don't know. Maybe it's like a female in disguise.
Maybe it's a Vicky, bro. It's a Vicky transformed to a Victor, bro. That's what it is, bro.
Oh yeah, nowadays how they be.
Is there a way to see how many people are viewing the live stream?
Yeah, in the top left corner.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm saying.
Blame what GOVT said.
Government.
Blame the government with the propaganda.
I don't know what the government has to do with the girls, but okay.
I think he was talking about feminism. Nah, but yeah, because I agree with that.
More social media,
I mean, I'm a crazy thinker, so I don't think that that they promoting this women get a bag. You don't need men. Just to divide, bro. Just to have us fighting amongst each other and not paying attention to the real. What's actually going on right in front of our face. Velvet, you have game. Oh, they actually
do I have game? Well, I'm not a pickup artist. I don't have the best game, but I have enough confidence, enough social game to get a girl's number in the club, take them home. I'm not going to go out there and say I'm like an expert pickup artist, but I know how to have conversations. I know how to like escalate a conversation. I'm not a PUA or anything like that, but could definitely give a girl a good time, definitely get her interested in me. So to a certain degree, I'd say I do.
Yeah,
tables in DC, Velvet.
Well, I said Austin, Texas, but when that happened. But, I mean, you could get tables in DC, yeah.
Bro, why did he try to call you a cap? I think he tried to call you a cap.
The thing is, people they don't listen to the whole thing. They
don't listen to what you're saying. They just take bits of it and then they just like mess around with your words and be like,
that be pissing me off. I'm like, bro, I clearly said this. I did not say that. Why do you think I said that? But I mean, people, I don't know. I blame TikTok. Their attention span's too low.
All right, hold on. This is the last chat. Velvet, do you have a go-to wingman or a friend who sets the tone when y'all out?
Oh, that's a question.
It really depends on the friend group, man. I have some friends who are very social and they will go out and we will go out and talk to girls. I also have more introverted friends where in that scenario, I'm usually one like doing the opening, doing the lead. So it really depends on like friend group to friend group. But if you could always go out with like a wingman or you could go out with a friend who actually is down to go out talk to girls, I'd always encourage that. Because otherwise you're going to have those introverted friends who really just sitting around the bar, not doing anything. That's just not productive,
Facts. I ain't gonna lie, Snagg W wingman,
bro. You know how we
told me them lies, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
You don't help having a wingman, man. You won't feel so lonely always being the only one.
Yeah,
bro, it's so much better. They trying to tell like a competition, it's just so much better. And then it boosts the confidence a little bit.
You won last competition, but I'm you know what I'm saying. When we look again, I'm getting, bro. I gotta get my get back. Jay Waller.
Hey, that y'all party was lit though.
Yeah, but that shit was lit. You know what I'm saying.
You said you smart a little bit. See, he won kills.
Oh, that's my boy. That's my boy. That's my
first. Shout out Brian in the chat. Hey, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on the channel, bro. Hey, make sure y'all show Velvet some love, bro. His link is gonna be in the description, bro.
Definitely.
You know how we do.
That's my boy.
Yeah, shout out Brian, bro. Appreciate
you like to see, bro.
All right, but hey, y'all can answer the questions too. Do y'all think chivalry is dead, and who killed it, men or women? Chivalry meaning, for the people that don't know inside the chat, like. Basically like being a gentleman, open up the door, you know, you don't gotta do the norms to get the box and shit, you know.
Bro,
Well, I think it's frozen for me.
I didn't realize it was dead, bro. Cause I be
didn't
doing
think it
that.
was
I ain't
dead.
gonna lie. But I agree that some women like they think that's. No, I don't even know. I don't know how to answer that question because for me, it's not dead. I still do that stuff. That's how I was raised, and that's what I do. But it's not even just to women. Like even if a guy's walking behind me, I'm gonna hold the door for him. That I just feel like that's just respect in general. That's how it is to me.
Same.
I don't know.
Now I'm talking about the norms. Like, you know how you had to take a girl on a date, make sure you open up the door, do all the norms that they had to do back then.
To a certain extent it exists, but that's like when you're getting a little too like, what's the word, simpish, I guess, where like every little thing like, oh, here's the door, hold open, let me escort you to this chair, let me pull the chair. It's like, okay.
But that's being extra, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I wouldn't say
I'm not saying to the girl, but at the same time, it's like, come on, like.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it's dead. It's definitely still there, but a little bit. And it's because these girls' sexual standards not that high. Because they didn't, for one, that they could do everything that a man could do. Oh, they got dudes fucking all these girls, so I should be able to do this, blah, blah, blah. So now they giving out box for free. And then they got girls thinking, oh, yeah, I fucked you, bro, or whatever. No, my bro fucked you. And now your body count up. And now he didn't have to open up the door. He didn't have to take you out on a date. And now, bro. So, like, hey, nowadays you don't even much have to be chivalrous to get what you want at the end of the day now. So yeah, it's kind of gone really. Yeah, but me personally, I still open up the door, you know.
Yeah, I'm saying when I do that, I don't even think of it being like I just do it.
Yeah, just like, do it out of the norms. Yeah, that's just how. Bro, that's just how I was raised. My dad would smack my hand if I.
Another thing is I think is the reason why it's dead for a lot of people is because of these single mom households and the dad not being in the kid's life, or whether it's, you know what I'm saying, the dad's choice or the mom just wouldn't let the dad see the kids. There's no fathers in these households nowadays, so they don't. These young men don't learn how to become men at the end of the day because they're raised by women. I don't think that a woman can raise a man to be a man. I just don't think it's as efficient as if a father is raising the kid. So
and then before I moved out, that's one of the things I told my mom, and not that disrespectfully, obviously. I was like, respectfully, a woman can't raise a boy into a man, basically. So now I'm out here on my own and shit. Yeah, but yeah, I agree with that statement 100%. A woman cannot raise a man. That's why. Yeah.
So for me, right, personally, my father like walked out of my life when I was like really young. Yeah. So, and I'm not saying, you know, I'd say for most like cases, you guys are right. For me, my mom like did raise me, but to get to like that next level, you know, like I said, I had to watch like the self-improvement, like YouTube channels. I had to actually learn from other like, you know, mentors, people who are older than me. So yeah, to a certain extent, I think they can, but to really like get to become like a high value man, I think they really need like a male kind of idol, a male figure to really teach them.
Yeah, something to look up to.
Men and women, like I said, we're different. Like,
yeah, I agree with that 100%.
And then that's what they don't understand, and they don't want to understand, bro. They got women believing that they can do everything that a man could do, and it's fucking them up in the head, bro. I can fuck all these niggas just like you could do. No, you cannot.
Yeah, bro. That's just
you funny, bro.
I don't know. I mean, they can think what they want. It's just they're gonna see the negative results in the end. Like, I'm not wifing a girl that has 100 bodies. That's just dead to me.
Oh man, that's not wife material at that point, man.
What's your limit for the body count? Well, like, do you have like a certain number?
Honestly, I've heard some crazy stuff about this that I don't even want to ask at this point sometimes. But look, if she in the 3 digits, that's just not like.
Damn.
If she in like the 2 digits, that itself is like, but like above like 20, it's like, okay, like who's there to say like how many dudes, like you lose track of that stuff, I feel like, as a female. So who knows if that's even the accurate number, you know?
Yeah, the thing is, as you get older, I say the number, you know what I'm saying, it's different. It's like, you know what I'm saying, say you dating a girl that's 30, okay, you can't expect her 100% to be a virgin. I mean, I would want a virgin.
Yeah, because it's an older girl, you know, but if she's like 22, 23, so I'm like 30, right? If I'm dating a girl that's like 22, 23, and she telling me like, you know, she's been in so many relationships, like that right there, I'm like,
red flag.
Still young, like,
red
flag.
Females like to, like, say a female has 5 bodies, right? And they like to cover it up, be like, oh, I was in 5 relationships. I'm like, hold on, you was in 5 relationships from whatever age to 20. That bro, there's something they adding up. Why was you with so many guys? That's
like high school relationships aren't like actual fucking relationships. It's just like.
Yeah,
and then for some reason they think once college and high school and that their body count just somehow reset or some shit. Your body count don't reset, bro. Hey, but me personally, I'm not marrying a girl, bro. She got a 3 max, bro. I mean, mine's for a virgin, bro.
Mine's 3, bro. If you have more than 3, especially at this age, bro, like, I don't see how you have more than 3.
Flag.
How do you have more than 3? Who is you fucking, bro? Like,
well, don't forget the feminism movement. Yeah, you can do everything that a man can do. Go queen.
Yeah, they don't realize that when we have sex, our value goes up. When they have sex, their value goes down. Like they don't understand.
They don't understand it at all. Oh, it's a double standard. Duh, dickhead.
Life is double standards. You get into clubs for free, I don't. Like you go on these yachts for free, I don't. Like
your dating life is easier compared to ours, you know. And then
they got. Hey, bro, they got 18, 19-year-old girls inside the club, bro. We wouldn't even get invited inside a club, bro.
Like you can't even get in when you're 21 to like Miami or like Austin sometimes, bro. You know? Like even these other cities, if you ain't with a group of good-looking girls, sometimes the bouncer straight up will be like, no. It's wild.
Yep.
Like, hey, but privileges when I was in Miami, I had to walk up to a group of girls and ask them if they wanted to come to the club like with us because they wouldn't let us in because we were a group of dudes. You know, it's harsh. We have it a lot harder in terms of, social life.
We definitely do. But they just don't want to accept the fact that life is just a bunch of double standards. There's some things that benefit us and there's some things that benefit them.
Bro, I literally say most of the double standards benefit them 100%. Most of the shit is on their side. Bro, it's on their side. Yeah, the only thing I can really think of off the top of my head is us being able to fuck a lot of women and not really be emotionally attached, and we can still love women the same.
That's the only thing I can think of too.
We can read the chat shit, because this is here go Victor always talking shit again, bro. It's not dead, pussy ass men killed it.
Oh, you talking about the chivalry shit? I agree with that. I agree with it. Why I gotta read it? You read it. Bro, you want me to read it? Yeah, you lagging. Never mind. I'm gonna read it, bro. Yeah, you frozen. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I'm just gonna get into the chat while his Wi-Fi fixes. Some men aren't taught. They never seen their daddy do anything.
I didn't notice he was frozen.
Yeah, he frozen.
Like, oh shit.
They never see their daddy do anything good to their mother. Treat them well. I agree with that. Half and half, because sometimes, from what I've seen in personal experience, the mother doesn't let the dad be a dad sometimes, so it kind of fucks it up. But I agree with that. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone's experiences, I guess, when it comes to the family stuff, they're just like different. But I'd say in most cases, right, you do need like a father figure.
100%. 100%. I agree with that. Are you back, by the way? You're not lagging no more.
Yeah,
I know. I just can't. I don't want to fuck with the quality of the video and shit.
You have a girl. You want these men to treat her well.
I don't know.
If you have a daughter, you'd want the men to treat her well.
Huh?
Maybe he means like his son or his daughter.
Yeah, I think that's what he means. I agree with that, but I'm also gonna teach my daughter the real. I'm gonna teach her that. I'm not gonna lie to her too much. We're gonna tell her what life is and how it is. And if she uses it to her advantage, she does. If she doesn't, I can't help you after that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You want to go find a man. That's why I think that as a man, you need to be the best father possible to your daughter, so she doesn't go. So when she's looking for a man, she finds a man that's better than you. Therefore, there's no confusion. There's nothing like, it's not like you treated her like shit.
Like honestly, man, if I do have like a kid, like I would want a daughter because I would want to teach her like, what qualities she actually wants to look for, in a guy. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah, that's I agree with that, bro.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey, would you let? I say if your daughter found a 6-figure, I exit that chat.
Facts, Nike, bro. Nigga, I got a name, bro. My name is HollywoodKJ, bro. KJ. Nike. Shit, always on the ball. He spits facts. I mean, I think we all spitting facts right now, but shit, I do be spitting facts. No.
Oh my god. That's one of our other boys. He bags, man. He bags.
So he be going crazy with the fees. He be going crazy.
I'll try to get like you guys, bro.
Bro. All right, but would y'all let y'all daughter, and chat, y'all can also answer this too, bro. Would you let your daughter be in a relationship where the male is not monogamous, but she is the main, she's getting treated right, she the one with the crib, she getting all the special treatments, and the only thing the other girls is getting is the dick.
Probably do.
I mean, yeah, I would. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, maybe my opinion might change in the future. I don't know, but
Yeah, me too. But
like,
yeah, right now, as far as right now, as my opinion, Sam,
yeah,
I would.
That's a good question because it's hard when you're not a parent. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's hard to
definitely.
actually really say.
And then you want your daughter to tell her that.
She started laughing.
You get
Someone got some background noise.
Hey, we could flip the question like this way. Would you let your daughter date a man like you right now?
It's funny because the way you word it out. Do you let's say outside, like say it in another situation, if like a daughter is dating like a guy like me.
Oh yeah. My bad.
Wait, what?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I mean, because obviously it's different for a guy like me, right? Because I'm a lot older, and like I'd say like I'm in a good space right now. Like I'm a lot more mature than I was, say, 9-10 years ago. I would think I'd be a good match, especially for say a younger girl, like 22, 23.
Yeah.
I think I'd be a good like compatible match. And I think not to like boost myself up, saying I'm like perfect. I'm not. I'm far from it. But I think definitely compared to like the majority of men, a guy who like has his shit together, I definitely prefer if I had a daughter dating somebody who has his shit together as opposed to some slob in like his early 20s who doesn't know shit, is up to no good, always partying. Like, nah, I'd want my daughter to date someone who's like a high value man, and doesn't have to be anything crazy, just a guy who has his career, has his finances together, very responsible, obviously loves her, respects her. I think a lot of guys overcomplicate like stuff, but it's all common sense sometimes.
It really is. And I want my daughter to be more realistic. I don't want her to be delusional. Obviously, she wants the best man possible. She want a millionaire or a six-figure earner. She got to automatically understand she need to be realistic. He's not going to be monogamous to you. Yeah. He is a small percent of man. Why would he just stay loyal to you? But if you do want to get with that man, to make sure you the man or whatever you getting your shit. Yeah, that probably just be my advice. Maybe it might change in the future.
What you're getting into, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or she could date the average guy that's gonna be monogamous, but typically nowadays nobody wants those.
Well, then it's like who wants an average guy?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So Snaggg, would you let a girl date? Would you let the same question? I don't want to word it weird again, bro. But would you let?
As of right now?
Yeah, right now.
Nah.
That's why I was gonna say me neither right now. I don't really know what I want and stuff right now.
I'll say the finances and the lack of experience.
I agree with that. I feel like that's
finances and. All right, so how would you raise your son, Velvet?
Oh, that's how'd I raise my son?
Yeah, like in his work, because nowadays, if you give your kid a whooping, it's fucking they call it. I
don't know if I give him a whooping, but. Sometimes who knows? Maybe he deserves one. Maybe he makes bad decisions. But I think, like I said, man, I have a YouTube video actually about like what you should be doing around kind of the ages of like 18 to 25. I think you should go check it out. But I think definitely teach him the value of like just really don't always be focused on girls when you're younger. I think that's the first thing. You're gonna go through times, especially today's day and age with modern, media, social media, don't always compare yourself to, what your friends are doing, what your peers are doing. Really in the younger ages, I don't think you should be always focused, on women. I think you should be focused on other aspects of life, whether it be like academics, learning about finances, learning how to really like mature and become a man, taking care of yourself. Sometimes, when you're younger, you got to learn to just put yourself first. I'd tell them, obviously you can date, and throughout dating, you'll learn, the type of girls you like. You'll go through a lot of, experiences. You'll go through your share of breakups. Every man does, right? You'll learn through ups and downs, and it's really through like that pain that you suffer, like when you're younger. Not even pain, just like harsh experiences, right? Through like the ups and downs as you get older and older. That's what really like kind of also turns you into a man. So, to sum it up, man, I would say, I give the advice on, the career, the finances. Really becoming a man, really learning how to take care of yourself, obviously being like, a gentleman, respecting others, letting other people talk, do all those basic things. As for women though, I'd say, go out, date, see what type of girls you like, explore the dating market, see what type of girls you get along with, what type of girls you don't get along with, really experiment, see, what type of girls are really like out there for you, who you're compatible with, man. But really, towards those younger years, I don't think, I tell them not to always just focus on dating. you got to be selfish a little bit. And when you go through your experience of like casual dating, when you get older to like 25, 26, and you've had a lot of experience under your belt, you're in a good place financially, career-wise, then it's like, okay, now I know kind of what I want. I have that experience. Then it's like, okay, I can kind of, start to settle down and see, what type of girl I'm into. So there's always a lot of things. Again, I'm not a dad. Who knows like when I will be, but I think definitely the most important advice is like when you're younger, you kind of have to be a little bit selfish, and you can't always compare yourself to what you see on social media or even like your friends.
Yeah. Hey, just a quick off topic. So when you plan on having kids? Like 35, like
man. I'd say like, so I'm 29 right now. It would be good to get married like 34, 35, have the kid 38, 39. I know a lot of people will probably think, do like a little bit younger. And again, everyone's story is different, Yeah. A lot of people mature more towards, 25, 24. Other people mature in their later 20s. For me, it was like really 27. I started to like really figure it out.
Yeah.
But then, like I said, I struggled a lot younger when I was like with women. So my story is like a little bit different. But so that's why I'm kind of starting maybe a little bit later than most people's timelines. But I mean, ideally for me, I think that, really don't really want to get married kind of like in my mid 30s, where I'm just, continuing to just level up and, see where like my YouTube career takes me to. But definitely, mid 30s kind of, I think, a good spot for a man, marriage wise. And like I said, every man's, different. Some people, like you guys, right? You're starting your entrepreneurship journeys like super early. I'm sure you guys can have a much different timeline than me, Maybe it'll be like, 6 or 7 years ahead of me, when you guys are like 25, 26, you guys probably have the maturity. You'll have a lot of money from, this YouTube channel, this podcast, you'll probably be in a very good state to start, settling down. But for me, it's more so, I think for me, a good spot would be like in my early 30s to, kind of settle down and then, have the kid when I'm a little older, like 36, 37.
Yeah, definitely. I think that a big part of it is just knowing when you're ready. Some people, they have kids too young, and then you fuck up your whole life. Like I have a friend, bro. He had a kid, bro. He like 20. He already has 2 kids. I'm like, bro, like you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Some people some people can handle it. Some people can't. Some people, it comes from stupid mistakes they made when they're horny. Who knows, man? Like,
and then not only is they messing up their life, they fucking up their kids' life too, really too.
If you're like, I think if you're financially stable at a young age, go ahead. Like I'd have a kid at 16 if I was rich at 16. I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of them.
Yeah, man, if you're in that top 1% of like millionaires, you have a successful business at like 22, 23, man, all power to you. You're set,
Yeah,
but again, realistically, how many men are like that? Not a lot.
Facts. Yeah, that is.
The average salary of someone in the US, I think, was under 40K. I think it's like 38,000 a year.
Yeah,
that's
something
insane.
like that.
And then when you ask girls like what they want a guy who makes 6 figures when the average salary is 38,000 a year. That is mind-blowing stat, man.
It's pretty delusional to hear, but
very much delusional.
Hey, bro, I don't judge their standards. I don't want them to judge my standards too. You know what I'm saying? Even though we always get judged for our standards.
Yeah.
24/7. Hey, did you have a final question, Holly? What are you wanting?
Shit, we can get to the chats real quick then. You know what I'm saying?
I bet.
It's real quick. You want to go through them or?
Oh no, you go through them.
I got it. Oh shit! There we go. My girl keeps going out late at night with her male yoga instructor.
I don't know if he's trolling or not, but yeah, you should be fucking worried.
You should be more than worried, bro.
You should have her bags packed the next time she come home at 2 a.m.
Just hide her bags, honestly. Just keep away the keys, like.
Don't have a daughter. I mean, I don't know if you know Victor, but like you can't really control that. I don't know if he ain't learned that yet, but you can't really.
I think he's saying he has a daughter, and he's saying like you
shouldn't. You saying don't?
I don't know. Maybe you interpreted it right.
I doubt he have a daughter. He kind of I okay. He act childish to have a daughter.
Bro.
He act a little too childish.
My credit score is 450. How do I get that jaunt up?
Honestly,
I want to know like how the fuck did you get it in that low place in the first
bro, I ain't no
honestly I don't know.
Well, we're not financial advisors, but I mean common sense, right? Don't keep using your credit card, use your debit card, use cash. Can't be swiping on your credit card all the time. I mean
Yeah, bro.
I don't know. My question to him is he in debt or did he just start out? Because people start out with low credit scores when they first get that stuff. You know?
Oh, so that's a bad credit score?
Yeah. So a good credit score is between a fair credit score is like 650, 680.
Yeah.
I'd say a good credit score is like anything above 700. I think the max you can get it to is like 850.
850 or 900. I can't remember which one.
Something like that.
Yeah.
My credit score is around like the low 800s, high 700s, but you really don't want it under 600, man. Like that is, you're trending in the wrong direction at that point. I mean, I understand if you just got a credit card because you haven't made a lot of inquiries on that credit card yet. But I mean, you ideally if you've had it for a couple of years and it's 450, that is pretty concerning. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I do know my basic finances, and it's not a good score.
Yeah, I got good credit. I ain't gonna lie. I got a credit increase last night, bro. I went on my bank app. They give me a credit increase. I was like, okay, yes, sir. Shit.
I know
part with that shit now.
Stuff here and there about credits, but I don't know nothing about credit to be speaking on.
Well, you guys are young though. When you get early 20s, this will make more sense. But we're not financial advisors. This is more of a lifestyle dating pod.
Yeah, bro. You said 900. 900 is the max. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, not a lot of people have that, but I mean, like I said, it's common sense, right? If you don't have the money in your freaking bank account, don't be using your credit card like nonstop.
Yeah, that's what my mom taught me at a young age. She said that don't use your credit card unless you have the money right now to pay for it.
Literally, yeah.
Like when I be using my credit card, I literally pay the bill right away. So say I spend $7, I'm gonna put the $7 on the credit card right away. So you don't.
Yeah, you want to pay it, every 2 weeks, every month. Like you can't just loading and hoarding money. You're gonna screw yourself financially.
Yeah, bro. Don't let you gotta use credit to your advantage, bro. You gotta use credit to your advantage. You can't let it use you at the end of the day.
So you learn something new every day. And y'all don't think that we just learn stuff and just copy and paste. And bro, I don't care. I don't speak on nothing that I don't know, and he don't speak, bro. I'm pretty sure they don't speak on nothing that we don't know. So don't be because I see a lot of people. Oh, you the knockout Brandon Tate. You will want to be fresh and fit. So we don't speak on nothing that we do not know, bro. Like I just said, you asked the credit question. I don't know shit about credit.
The thing is, I feel like it's just because those are the guys that are big names on social media, and every time it's like you can't have a mind of your own. It's like the second you start talking, they think you're trying to be someone else. It's like no, a lot of men they feel the same way as these guys. You know what I mean?
And we think the same too.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, well, we could read these final chats and
then we can get up out of here and stuff. We got bro. I know. How you say your name again? I don't want to pronounce it wrong.
Nayar.
Nayar.
It's a pleasure to meet you, by the way, too.
Facts. Nice to meet you. Personally, man, I'm trolling hard. I run a 6-figure business. I have good credit score. I'm also a father to a beautiful son. Y'all on the right path, man. Hey, appreciate that. If you're not trolling now, I don't know.
Well, I think I might know who this is actually. I don't know, man. Don't got time for trolls though.
Hey, Victor, we Twitch streamers, bro. Trust me, we deal with way worse trolls than you, bro.
They call us monkeys.
Monkeys, all this stuff. We deal with way worse trolls than this, bro. Because I was a housekeeper, so they called me a toilet scrubber, all this extra stuff, bro. So yeah, we deal with way worse trolls, bro.
Shit.
I bet.
Hey, appreciate y'all for commenting.
Deals with trolls, it's kind of funny though. It's funny.
Yeah,
we really appreciate you typing the whole hour too, though.
Facts. But y'all need to focus on gym talk, financial talk, and business.
Weren't we talking about that?
That's what we was talking about.
Bro, I mean, gym talk is common sense, right? Go 3 to 4 times a week, diet, look up go into Google and type in best workout routines.
Bro.
It's like.
And bro, did you forget our age, bro? We literally just getting into business.
Yeah, we still trying to learn, bro.
Earlier today. Hey, today was my first sales call. I don't know nothing. Why would I try to give people advice on something that I don't know, bro? I can only speak on the stuff that I do know.
That's not true. YouTube is a skill. YouTube is literally you can build a whole entire business off YouTube.
That is true.
Look at all the big YouTubers. They all started doing the stuff we do, just making videos, and then they started building their own business off of it because they have so many subscribers. It's probably the #1 platform for entrepreneurship.
Yeah. And Victor, don't forget, we literally just started this podcast a couple of months ago. We haven't been doing this.
September. Aren't you guys at 1K? I don't remember.
Now we at 3 something. We had 340. We about to hit 400 soon. I ain't gonna lie.
That's really fast.
Yeah, but we upload on our main channels, our reaction channels.
Yeah, we've been doing
Twitch streamers. So we've been.
I got 6 channels and combined with all these channels. I ain't gonna lie.
I got 4.
Yeah, so yeah. Bro, y'all barely have views. I'm giving
That's
y'all
cool.
some action.
YouTube takes time, man. Like YouTube
Hey.
is a long-term game.
I mean, the thing is, we don't necessarily do it for the views right now. Who's watching is who's watching. We don't really focus on who's not here. We focus on who's here. You know what I'm saying? The people that are here are the people that are gonna be here, and they're gonna see they see the improvement. They've seen us from when our first podcast to now. Like it's the long run. We're in it for the long run, not the short term. We don't care about no short term clout. We want the long term success in it. You know what
And
I'm saying?
then our audience is like freshmen going into high school. So anything we learn, we pass it down to them as well. So don't forget that. Like I think Velvet audience, like your audience is like all around, right? Like all ages and stuff. Probably.
Shit.
But I don't think he can hit me. Is my stuff frozen?
Nah, you good. You good.
Oh, I don't think he can hit me. Or did he mute it on accident?
I don't know.
Is he trolling?
I don't know.
I think all these guys are trolling. We could just move on to the rest of the podcast.
Just move on. Shit.
Yeah.
If we will hold you for too long.
If you find someone else who's not named Victor, then yeah, go ahead.
Stop being so defensive, bro. What you talking about? We just respond to the comments.
Yeah, bro. Hey, it is was that. No, you guys is funny. Bro. I ain't gonna lie.
But been a good talk, bro. Trust me. You think we serious, bro? This is content, bro. We here to entertain, bro.
Yeah,
give advice,
bro.
give value, bro. Hey, but any final words that you want to give to our younger audience?
Yeah, shout out
Males
to
and
Instagram,
females
your
as
YouTube
well.
as well, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
also shout out
Yeah.
TikTok too.
So youtube.com/@velvetkicks.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't really, if you just type in Velvet Cakes in the search, I'm not that big of a channel yet. It's not going to come up. It's just going to be a bunch of cake videos. But if you just type in like Velvet Cakes lifestyle or Velvet Cakes dating in the search, it'll come up. Or just go to youtube.com/@velvetkicks.
That's bro, right there in the chat, bro. It's gonna be in the description after this too. So you guys make sure you guys click that, subscribe, go show them some love, all that good stuff. No,
yeah, you can follow me on TikTok too. I do a lot of like good short content, and they're giving like men's lifestyle tips. My TikTok is Red Velvet Lifestyle, so it's just RED_velvet_lifestyle. So that's my TikTok. If you want to check that out, also.
Yeah, make sure you guys check that out, bro. All that good stuff.
Any final words that you want to give the people?
Yeah, man. Just if you're a younger guy out there, it's tough out there for young men, but just keep grinding. Keep going on your purpose. Working on yourself, working on your finances. Go to the gym. Work on your dating life too. Really figure out the type of girl that you want. Don't jump into relationships that quick, man. 18 to 25, I think, since you guys kind of have a younger audience, you could get ahead of a lot of people at that age range, man. So,
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you for coming to the podcast as well.
We greatly appreciate you for your
Facts.
time.
Man. Of course.
Great podcast.
Thank you for having me, man. I'm excited to see where you guys go with this.
Yes, sir. You too.
And hopefully one day we can meet you in person too.
Yeah, one day.
Yeah, man. Do you guys ever come to I guess you guys are ever down to like DC or
shit, we could.
Maryland.
Shit. We can go anywhere.
We recently just came from Miami.
Yeah, we went to Miami last month.
Nice.
So we trying to do a lot of traveling, meet a lot of
we done a lot of
creators in the
traveling
same
too.
space, network and all that stuff. So this year we meet everyone. Yeah, but make
Yeah.
sure you guys like the video, subscribe, follow ForeignPill on Instagram, ForeignPill on TikTok, ForeignPill Pod on Twitter. Bro,
Should I call my girl? Oh no, he said, "Should I call my girl?" She's
blocked
dead.
the girl at that point, but
I just had to read it. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe.
Yeah,
Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, a podcast every single Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Don't forget, turn on y'all noti bells. And subscribe to Velvet, and we out.
No cap, we out. You under that bitch? Did you?